welcome. My name is Rachel with Buffalo and Sparrow Yoga Collective. This is going to be a strong flow practice, just about 20 minutes long in my happy place. So let's get started. If you need more than a 5-minute warm-up, I suggest going and finding one of our stretch classes and doing that before this class. But I will do my best to warm up the parts of the body we're working the most. So we're going to start with your legs out long with some breath work. Rock your sit bones from side to side. Flex through both of your feet. We've got about hips distance in our legs. Place your hands on your belly, and this is where we will center real briefly as we breathe into our belly space while also working integration into the earth with our hips, but finding some length in the back of our legs as well. So breathe into your belly and out. Roll your shoulders back. Press them down. Lift tall through your spine. Can you find softness in the muscles of your face? Let yourself arrive here fully. So whatever happened before belongs in the past. Whatever's happening ahead belongs in the future. You don't need to think about that now. It's just here. All we have is this moment. Let's be here fully. Take 2 more long breaths here. This may look like a simple pose, but if you're doing this with me, you're probably feeling how difficult it is to keep yourself here. And that's okay, that's normal. Reach your arms all the way up overhead, take a big breath in. As you exhale, fold forward. You can bring your bend into your knees here if that feels better for you. It definitely does for my body right now. And I'll use this time as we're in this fold to remind you that you get to take care of yourself in any way that is necessary for the body that you woke up with today, which is likely different than the one you felt yesterday and the one you'll be in tomorrow. So all your needs are going to change. Even if you do this video every day, you'll be doing it differently, especially if you're taking care of yourself and listening to the signals of your body. So please do as you need. We'll take 2 more breaths here. Getting into the back of our legs, maybe you inch a little farther forward if there's space for that. And then when you're ready, slowly start to come up, and we'll bring a bend in your knees so that the soles of your feet are together and your knees are out wide. Rock from side to side and maybe press your elbow into one thigh and then the other. So we start to feel into our side body just a bit. Good. Then walk your hands forward, hinging at your hips any amount, if at all. Walk your hands over to the right. You might even frame your knee with your hands. And in my body, at least, I feel this in the left side body wrapping around to my left lower back. Just notice where you feel it. And if you want to feel more, reach this left arm further. So it comes away from the ground and you're reaching it further to the side. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, come through center, all the way over to the other side. Nice and slow, no rush here. Breathe in and out. And again, if you want a little more, lift this right hand up, reach it farther forward, and notice where you feel the length. Notice where you feel sensation. Allowing yourself to get really present with your body here. Coming all the way back through center, take 2 breaths at center. And then all the way up. We'll close your knees together and align your knees right under your hips. Walk your hands farther forward into puppy pose as you allow your heart to melt down towards your mat. You can take your chin to the earth, or maybe it's your forehead you want rooted down. And notice if you can feel some connection to your shoulders, maybe your heart, your upper back. So we open up through these spaces. Getting this close to my floor, making me feel like I need to sweep more often. Seeing some cat hair. Come all the way into tabletop shape. In this shape, we're going to work your wrist a little bit, so rock side to side, forward and back. You can tuck your toes if you want a little more stability and connection to the earth. Then do a circle in one direction, and then the other as you really root down through the finger pads. Good. Now we'll switch your palms to face up. Fingertips will face one another. Now you can do this one hand at a time. If doing both feels like a big ask, I totally get it. Press your nail beds into the mat and then rock side to side here. Really going mindfully and carefully. Then back into stillness, start to make a fist with your hand. And for most of us, we won't actually make a fist because this is a very tense pose for your hands. Rock back onto your heels as you sit up and gently start to release your wrist. It can be in circular motions, or maybe you make figure eights with the interlaced hands. Or go the other way. For me, that's always something I have to think about. And shake out your wrists. Yeah, take your hands to your heart and begin to roll one shoulder back and then the other. Just dancing with our breath here. Or maybe you have a playlist going and you move to the beat of the music. I love yoga with music. I also love yoga with just breath and silence, being with the sounds that are natural. Good. Reach your arms all the way up overhead. Flip your palms as you intertwine your fingers. The palms will flip up towards the sky. Reach your heart forward as you draw your biceps back and firm into your low belly. So we're finding a little bit of a heart opener here, a little bit of a back bend. Tip your chin up towards the sky. Good. Then keep all of that and start to commit to a kneeling position. That means you'll lift your hips away from your heels so they're aligning over your knees now. Take the back bend out of your spine so it's nice and tall. Side bend over to your left. Breathe in. And then all the way over to the right. Breathe out. Come back all the way through center. Place your hands to the earth. Find downward facing dog. Lift and lower your heels. Now we started with the back of the leg opening, so just notice what you feel here as we get into the back of your legs once more. We'll do one sun salutation before we begin our sequence. So when you're ready, shift forward into high plank, opportunity to lower to your knees. Bend into your elbow. How about both of them at the same time? Come forward into upward facing dog. Tops of your feet come to the earth. Big breath in. As you exhale, roll over your toes. Hips go back and up, downward facing dog. Bend into your knees. As you look forward, take a breath in. And as you exhale, step, float, hop, or jump to the top of your space. Now you're in a forward fold. There goes my necklace. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Soften your knees, sweep your arms all the way up to rise. Urdhva Hastasana, big breath in. Exhale, Samastahiti, hands come to your heart space. Breathe in, palms up. Breathe out, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step all the way to the back of your space. Into downward facing dog again. Reach your right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, stack right hip on top of left. Either stay here or continue your rotation, flipping your dog so the right foot comes to the outside of your mat and your right arm will sweep all the way up and overhead. Keep those left fingertips firm into the mat so you're not dumping into your wrists. And then very mindfully and carefully, we'll come out the way we came in, planting your palm and rotating your hips back to face the ground. Come back into three-legged dog. Inhale, exhale, knee to nose. Firm into your finger pads, lower your knee to a hover or to a hap. How about a tap? To a hover or a tap. Hug your shin in as you round through your spine. Do that twice more or none at all. Down and up. Down and up. Hover. Then with control, step this right foot through in between your palms. Left hand stays rooted. Reach your right hand all the way up for a twisted lunge. Lower your back knee down. Lift your spine so you're in a twisted lunge here. Right arm comes back, left arm reaches high, reversing your lunge. Maybe you have some space to let your hips come down and forward. Big breath in. Exhale, lower down. Returning to your twisted lunge, lift your back knee, lift your back leg. So we're in revolved half moon. As you come up, bend into your knee and lift it all the way up into a twist, an open twist. Then we reverse that twist. So bring your left arm up, right arm comes all the way forward, and now you're in a twisted balance. Keep that as your arms swim in opposition to come all the way back. Lower your left hand down, step your left leg back. Yeah, good job. Right hand comes to the mat. High plank. Bend your elbows, chaturanga. Option to do 3 push-ups here. 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Well done. Now your left leg will come all the way up and back. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Again, permission to stay right here or flip your dog by rotating your upper body to face your ceiling. Left arm reaches up, firm into your right finger pads, and breathe into your heart space, finding this back bend and heart opener on this side. We find that same amount of control coming out the way we came in. 3-legged dog, big breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. Hover or hap. Shin comes down to a tap or hover. Hug it in as you round through your spine. 3, 2, and 1. We hold here with the rounded spine. Step your left foot through to the front of your space in between your palms. Right hand stays down, left hand lifts. Find your twist. Back knee lowers. As you're ready, lift your torso. Open arm T-twist. Reverse. Left arm comes back. Right arm reaches all the way high. Big breath in. That's your psoas there on the right side. Maybe you let your hips come down and forward. Right hand comes all the way back down. Left hand high. Lift your back knee. Lift your back leg. Revolved half moon. Fix your gaze. Hug your outer hips in. Then as you bend your knees, start to lift up. Nice and slow. Arms are out to a T, and you've got this open twist. Left arm swims down, right arm up as you rotate your twist to face your bent knee. Then we do the same thing, swimming right arm up, left arm back. As the right arm comes down, right leg comes back, and we return to that twisted lunge. Left hand meets the ground. High plank with an optional 3 chaturanga push-ups. Elbows bend back behind you, and then lengthen. 2, and 1. Downward facing dog. Well done. Bend your knee. I don't know why I want to give you 1. Bend your knees, look forward, breathe in. And as you exhale, we're going to step, hop, or float forward, but with your legs wide of your hands into a malasana squat. So in this shape, your heels don't have to be rooted. You can definitely sit on a block here if that feels better for you. Then either stay here, just kind of working your Muladhara chakra, grounding into the earth, but lifting tall through your spine. Or we can bring some more strength into this by pressing into your feet. Hug in and up with those muscles around your pelvis, your hips, yeah? Good. Hands can come out here. Plug your shoulders back, palms face up. And then we pulse, only if you want. It's a big ask for the muscles in your legs, so see where you're at today. Moving towards strength if that's what's honoring for you. Even if you don't feel like it, it still might be honoring for you. So just know what that kind of line is for you. 3, 2, and on 1, we'll plant your hands, lift your hips high, rotate your heels to face the back. Take a moment here in this wide forward fold. It can feel nice. Good job. Heel toe your feet in the distance of your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, plant your palms, step your feet back to high plank. And we're going to do some shoulder taps. So your left hand is going to tap your right, like front of your shoulder, and then opposite side. We'll do that from side to side. You can lower your knees at any point. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down onto your forearms. So forearm plank. Arms are parallel. Root down through your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, and your palms. Then widen the energy in your hands and your elbows. So the skin in your elbows get a little taut. Then hip dip from side to side. This one's really stabilizing for your core. Anything that works your core is going to be really healthy for your back and your spine. 3, 2, and 1. I'm working here. Lower your hips down. Lift your heart into Sphinx pose. And take some big breaths. Get long in the back of your neck. Take your shoulders back. Either stay here or lift your elbows away from the ground into baby seal. So we're really stretching into your abdominals here. Good. Gently lower all the way down. Take your hands to your upper outer ribs. Tuck your toes. Engage your low belly. Lift your kneecaps away from the ground. Then hug your elbows in just a bit. Press into your fingers and your feet. As you firm your core, press into kneeling or high plank. Roll your heels over to the right and take your right hand, firm it into the ground as your left hand comes high. So we are now in side plank. Good. Let's take some big circles here. 3, 2, 1. Go the other way. 3, 2. Oh, sorry about that, Mike. And 1. All the way through center, high plank. Roll your heels over to the left. Right arm reaches high. Forward circles. 3, 2, 1. Other way. 3, 2, and 1. Back into high plank. Downward facing dog. Reach your right leg up and back. Big breath in. Last flow. Step your right foot through. Lower your back knee down. Sweep your arms high. Big breath in. Exhale. Lengthen into that right leg as your arms come back into airplane, palms facing up. Roll your, or rather pull your right toes back and really anchor your heel down and back. So energetically, you're pressing down and back into that heel. Good. Then we're going to move forward if you wish. As you wish. So for sure you can lower your hands to blocks or to the ground. Otherwise, take your left hand to the outside of your thigh and your right hand back behind you. Whoo, doctor. That one's intense. Lower your right hip down. You can also pad your left knee here if you want. Then we're going to slide this left hand all the way down your leg. and swim this right arm all the way forward. Maybe it comes to the inside of your foot. You just go as far as needed and fold over that leg. Hold, breathe, steady. Notice your sensations. And then either stay here or you can root your hands to the earth. And then we'll have an optional toe stand balance. So you'll pull your right heel back with you as you sit your sit bones back on your left heel. And then you'll really squeeze your knees together and start to lift. So you can stay here, right, with your right heel rooted towards the earth, or squeeze and hug in, lift that leg away from the ground, and then bring your hands to your heart. Steady. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let the sole of your foot come back towards the earth. Plant your palms. Downward facing dog. Left leg comes up and back. Big breath in. Exhale, step it through. Lower your back knee down. Sweep your hands high. Breathe in. Exhale, airplane your arms as your left leg goes straight-ish. Curl your toes back. Let this left hip draw back and down, and then anchor your left heel down and back with those muscles in your legs. Remember, you can place blocks under your hands here, especially if you want to sit up taller. That's totally fine. I'm switching just so you can see what's happening with the hands, but you'll stay where you're at. Right hand comes to the outside of your thigh. Left hand's going to swim back behind you, opening up to like a T shape. Moving forward, this right hand slides down your leg. Your left hand starts to come up. And then maybe it comes to the inside of your foot or wherever it lands as you fold forward any amount, if at all. Really working into those hamstrings, that hamstring, I guess, on this side. Calf muscle. Where else do you feel this? In your glutes, maybe. So this can be where you stay again. Find the iteration that works for you. If you want to go into the balance, start to pull this left heel back as you sit your hips back onto your right heel. And your spine goes nice and tall, with or without the blocks. Hug your knees towards one another. And then maybe you lift your hands, just keeping your left heel rooted, or perhaps you find the balance, lifting your foot. Steady your breath. 3, 2, good job, and 1. Left foot comes down, downward facing dog, exiting how we came in, good. Lift your heels high and then settle them down. Maybe give them a little shake. Shift forward into high plank and take a slow descent down to your mat. Take your left arm out to a T, and we're coming into our cool down. Your right hand is going to be at your outer ribs, and you'll roll to the left edge of your body. This right foot comes back behind you, and we're going to open up your shoulder here on this side, but also finding a twist in your spine. Your head can hover or come to a block maybe. See if you can't soften the edges of your breath. That's what I'm trying to do here. And we'll roll back onto your belly to switch right arm out, left arm in. Press into your left palm to roll to the right edge of your body. That left leg supports back behind you. And feel what you feel, whatever that may be. Stay here in your practice with your breath and your sensations. Come all the way back to your belly and press into child's pose so your knees will go a little bit wider as you sit your hips back. Arms can come up overhead.
I don't know what all noises this mic picks up, but my water is swishing around in my stomach and I can definitely hear it. So there you have it. A couple more breaths here.
Walk your hands back towards your hips so you can sit up and take your feet out in front of you. Position yourself on your mat so we can find a brief shavasana together. Come onto your back. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Maybe rock from side to side. Roll around. And then release into your pose of rest. I will close out class with you, so we'll just take a short shavasana here and then close the container of class together. So be here with your breath as you receive your practice, body, mind, and soul. You are evolved from when you started this practice. And if you have more time to rest, then please do if that sounds fitting for you right now. Otherwise, breathe deeper as you move into your fingers and toes, circling out through your wrists and your ankles. Take a breath in, reach your arms overhead, point your toes down below. And as you exhale, squeeze your knees in towards your heart space. Roll yourself to one side. Take a moment to connect with something that you're grateful for. There's always something we have to give thanks for, and it's important to name that and then maybe even feel that sense of gratitude in our bodies. Press yourself up to a seat. Cross your legs and place your palms together at your heart. Get tall through your spine and gently bow your chin towards your chest. Take a moment to acknowledge the strength you've shown and showing up for the practice for yourself and moving through shapes, some very difficult and strengthening shapes. Acknowledge the teachers that have come before us, the practice, the lineage. And then exhale. Big breath in and out. Always my honor to practice with you. Thank you for coming and joining the strong flow today in happy place. Om Shanti 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 means peace, peace, peace. I would love to know how this practice felt in your body. Please comment below. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel to get new meditations and stretches and practices on the weekly. Thank you so much for coming, and visit our Buffalo and Sparrow yoga website as well, as we have lots of fun teachers that teach there virtually and in person. Thank you so much. Bye.